1, 2. The internet. Each year, about 3.2 billion people use the internet each day, and an astounding 1.7 billion of those people are in China alone. Now, to look at the beginning of the internet, you have to look all the way back to the 1920s, and there was a feud between Guglielmo Marconi and Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was known for the AC conductor, which was an alternate current conductor for electricity, but one of the things that few people know about him is before his death, one of the things that he wanted to do was build a tower that was able to generate enough power and transmit power to the entire world. He wanted to fuel the entire world off of one singular area. And also Guglielmo Marconi was backpacking off of his same idea, and one of his ideas was to be able to send signals, which he learned from Heinrich Hertz, how to send signals across long spans of land, and he was the one that created the radio. From those ideas, the Advanced Research Project Agency decided that they wanted to use those same ideas, and they created the internet. And the beginnings of the internet span back to 1969, and it was just a way for military and top scientists to be able to communicate in between each other. They wanted a way that they could communicate from a long distance, but also at the same time they wanted a way to be able to hold on to their files just in case one of the data entry computers crashed. They wanted to have a way that they can also have somewhere else to hold the information. Now, a way for that information to be held, this would be the host computer connected to the modem, and that would be the one that would send out the signal, and the clients would be the ones that held on to the information just in case it crashed. Can you see it? Tap it. Okay. All right. Now, from there, if you skip a few years, you'll see this is Bill Gates. He was one of the people that furthered the advancement of the internet with the creation of the personal home computer. And although at that time it wasn't in everyone's home, it was the beginning of being able to have a computer small enough that I'll be able to fit inside someone's house and have technology also to use the internet to not just span across a few colleges, but also around the world. And a few years after that, Steve Jobs decided to advance it a little bit more, and he created what we now know as the iPhone. And the iPhone is one of the biggest parts of the internet, because now you would think about it, just about everybody has one in their pocket, and just now we're using it to record this video. And one of the biggest things between these two that you'll notice is the internet's connected to a word I like to call convenience. And convenience is about accommodating someone or designing something that is tailored towards a specific person for personal use. And through these creations, it has advanced the internet by tenfold, because now you think about it, a lot of people are able to use the internet to do just about anything that you can possibly think of. And just this video that we're using now, online classes, or anything that you can think of that you might need, you can do through the internet. And this all comes down to the advancement of these guys that also piggyback to what the ARPA Association started back in 1970s. And from there, they're allowed to build on networks that also use the internet, which, like Google, which you'll see here. Google also uses the internet and has furthered the advancement of the internet to build upon our experience on the internet through algorithms. And these algorithms are a way to make sure that when you go on the internet, you really only get the things that you really need to see. So if you go on Google and you search something, the chances are the first 3 links that you go on are going to be the things that you really want most, because through algorithms. The way algorithms work is they look at what websites people go on, and when they search certain things, what websites do they click on, and the more people that go to that website builds up what they call a strength number, and the bigger the number, the more strength that link carries. And if someone else goes to that website and then goes to another website, that link also creates another link that builds that strength number for that specific link. Therefore, it adds to the convenience that we see today inside the internet. Now, from there, you'll notice that today Now, not only do we have the convenience of having the internet in our homes, we have the convenience of having the internet wherever we go. And also, you can look down here. This is a Wi-Fi modem, and the Wi-Fi is what helps us be able to have internet and not be connected to wires. And that's a big advancement because, like I said before, the beginning was to have ideas or data be able to be transmitted over long distances. Now we're able to go everywhere, like a coffee shop, and be able to use internet as well. Now, as for the future of the internet, you look over here. It's called the Internet of Things. We do not know what the future holds, but the idea is that in the future, everything that we do is going to be connected to the internet. And just as something as simple as going shopping will be, instead of going to the store, you might go to a store and look up catalogs online, and then they'll send you everything that you need. So we came a long way from the beginning, but we never know where it's going to go from there.